caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year, but help is available because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed. But that's not enough, because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in radio land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me for the Tory Lowe Show this Friday, May 8th, 2026. We got so much to cover in the show today. I got guests coming in, young people. I got an update on the rental scam at the 2 o'clock hour. It's just a lot of things going to be happening on the show today. And, I'll say this, it's a lot of, I always say it's a lot of changes going on right here at the Truth. So like I said, once again, bear with us for the next couple weeks, I guess. It'll be a lot of shuffling around, moving, new management, new ideas going on. So once again, I am just appreciative to Truth Nation for being a faithful listening audience and making sure that we are about that action. And I will continue to say that. And I've been blessed to have a lot of these call to actions be resolved by working with Truth Nation. So thank you. Who we got in the chat? Kawanda, how you doing, Kawanda? Kawanda in the chat. Anita, I see you, Anita. We got Josh. Salute to Josh. Josh says salute and respect. Tory and happy Friday, Truth Nation. Not really a city girl says good afternoon to everyone. SE in the chat. She says hello to everybody. We have Zeta Shay. I see you, Zeta Shay. He says good afternoon, folks. We got Jeff also joining the chat. Good afternoon. Salute. We got to get into a space where we got to understand one thing. Sincere Running Ray Real, I see you, Sincere Running Ray Real, is also in the chat. Dame, the name is in the chat. Reginald is also in the chat. And I see Jamie in the chat. Thank you, Jamie, for joining us in the chat. The one thing you have to be understanding of is we have to come together. And coming together don't mean like we got to hang out. That doesn't mean that. Coming together meaning a joint overall idea that we have to agree on. And when it's kind of like how y'all follow these political parties. You don't know everybody in your political party. If you're a donkey gang, if you're an elephant gang, you don't know everybody, but y'all kind of get the messaging and y'all be like, okay, this is where we going because you see the messaging of your political party. Well, you got to learn how to transform that into community at some point. It's got to be some community messaging that's result-based. I'm not talking about messaging that says community, but it's really tied to something else. I'm talking about stuff that helps the neighborhood develop, improve, economics, education. We got to do that kind of messaging, and that takes us to be tapped in with each other. You got to be tapped in. And I was talking to a young man the other day, and he was like, Tory, what can I do to help the community? I said, you already helping the community because you're doing your little. All you got to do is do your little. And a lot of people think they got to do this grandiose idea and try to have this big old Martin Luther King speech or get to a meeting in front of people to feel like they doing something. That's the illusion that you feel that you're doing something. But we didn't have grandiose meetings and all of these marches and protests and things like that, and the community ain't changed not one bit. Why? Because you're using the energy for something else. All of that energy went to something else. All of that energy that you put in didn't go to the block. That's where the energy, you got to start doing result-based ideas. And result-based ideas is things that you can see tangible in your neighborhood. So we've been complaining about the potholes. I'll use the potholes, for example. Only reason the potholes ain't up is because we ain't went down there and demand that people get these potholes off the street, or they not going to be in office and not vote for them no more. That's it. We start doing that, everything will get straightened up automatically. Oh, ain't no potholes. And all of a sudden, ain't no potholes no more. And you know it's bad when everybody complained about the potholes. I'm talking about, I seen a white man complaining about the potholes. Talking about he tore his car up on the pothole. Potholes don't care what color you are. A pothole had no discrimination. You know, but if you hit a pothole, it's an unnecessary bill that you didn't have to have on top of all of the stuff that you got to pay. So you got to pay rent. They saying it's a rent crisis, rent going up. You got to pay the bills. We Energy want more money. We Energy trying to get a little bit more money. NPS didn't pass the referendum. They want more money. Now you out here driving in the street and you hit a pothole, and now you got more expenses unexpected. So all I'm saying is, if we truly work together as a community to say, okay, if we don't get this done, result-based voting, using your vote as a weapon for change, using your vote as a weapon to get to truly what it was meant for, to get what you needed, we wouldn't have potholes. We wouldn't have, it would be working like well-ran neighborhoods. That's why I say, why are we getting taxed more in Milwaukee and everybody else ain't getting taxed as much as they tax the city of Milwaukee? Because we put our energy in the wrong place. It's time to focus on the village. It's time to focus on us. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know why we feel like we got to run with the crowd and we don't even have any allies when it's time to deal with our community. I'm trying to figure this out. Everybody else getting what they want. As soon as you step outside the north side, it's like night and day. That's all I'm saying. It's time to repair the village. And that's going to take result-based energy, result-based movement, and that's going to take for you, the listener, to get active and be about that action. And that's it. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Hey, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to get into the show. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
We don't feel the same. And I just told them that if they would just do an interview and let our leaders know, because Tory Lowe, Sherry Hughes, Elizabeth Brown, 101.7 The Truth is Milwaukee's Black Talk.
Download the new 101.7 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 The Truth.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
It happens without warning. And when it's a truck crash, everything changes. Trucking and insurance companies know how to protect themselves after a crash. Call Gruber Law Offices and let us protect your rights. Never take on the insurance company alone. We've got the knowledge, skills, and resources to fight and win. And you pay nothing up front to get the help you need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
A huge month of Brewers baseball kicks off with the battle against the Yankees Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th. Catch the Crew for half off with Wisconsin First Friday game tickets on Friday the 8th. Plus, Mother's Day Sunday is the perfect game to bring the whole family with new kids experiences every Sunday. Plus, the first 10,000 fans over the age of 21 get a Brewers picnic blanket at the Mother's Day game, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Score your tickets at Brewers.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Hey. Get him, jump down. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto, John Brown, 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over.
101. 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. You gotta let this song bump. You know, I hate when you turn it down, Andrew. Hey, it's too late. I'm back now. You know, I just messed up. And this ain't the other shows. You know, the older shows they want you to pod the music down a little bit. But no, you keep. When I turn it on, you know, the red light, there we go. But I like the bump. I like to hear the bass in my music. That's powerful. All right. Well, I want to head over to Los Angeles. We ain't old yet, you know the old school like to pot it down a little bit, you know what I mean? You know, but I want to head over to Los Angeles, and I want to talk about this because it's football season. And, you know, sometimes you get into these youth football leagues, and sometimes y'all parents get a little yahoo. Y'all want y'all kid to be an NFL star, but he still got to go through the steps. But y'all out there acting crazy at these games every year. It's a couple parents that can't sit down, living vicariously through the kids, you know, wishing they had their days back, wishing they could do the spin, wishing they could do the hurdle somebody. You wasn't even hurdling when you was in high school. They didn't start hurdling till like about, 15, 20 years. I'm talking about like the way they doing it now. No, like you can't live through your kids. You got to teach them. But you out there fighting with the referee and yelling and hollering and stuff. That's straight. That don't look good. That don't look good on the family. But we got to go over to Los Angeles. Woman arrested after allegedly kicking a 13-year-old player at a football game. Kicking a 13-year-old player at the football game. We got some video on this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
There are plenty of hard hits on football fields, just not usually from parents. That 34-year-old woman who rushed the field during a Pop Warner game in Florida was arrested for allegedly assaulting a child. Witnesses say she kicked a player several times as he was on the ground. The woman says she reacted because a player hit her with the helmet, but investigators say that is not backed up by evidence.
Okay, so what you doing close to the action? What is you on the field for? You kicking a player, you on the field. Oh, my goodness. Hold on, wait a minute. Is she a player? What she got? She got some biker shorts on? Is she equipment manager? Who is this lady, Andrew?
I think she's just a mom. Happy Mother's Day, right?
She just ran on the field.
Yeah, it looks like it.
With some tight bikers on and a tight T-shirt. Like, it looked like she all in. She looked like she got the other team, her team's attire on.
She's a super fan.
Why did she run out on the field? All right, so look, let me tell you this. Every year it fails. It never fails. Some Yahoo parent out there going crazy at these football games. And I'll say this, like, they need to start arresting these people. Somebody said the old girl looked like a defensive lineman. Like she ain't no little, she not little now. That's a big girl. That's a big girl out there. She done ran out there and kicked the baby. Look, I'll say this. When my sons was playing football, I used to yell like, yeah, get him. Like I used to yell at my son to keep encouraging him. He could hear my voice. And I get him. You know what I mean? Like, like I used to rev him up, but other than that, I see some parents, they was running up and down the sideline and yelling, woo! Then all of a sudden they arguing with the referee over every call and it gets irritating, It gets irritating, and some of y'all need to calm down. And be honest with you, some of y'all kids ain't good enough. We ain't gonna tell them that. We gonna try to help them. But everybody ain't finna make it to the NFL. So it ain't no need for you to get your feelings all into the game where you got to get out there and I've seen people pull out pistols at games, trying to shoot the ref and all kinds of stuff at these games. Y'all got to chill out, man. Y'all got to let these kids have fun. This is where the kids supposed to have fun, and now you're giving the kids stress because you didn't embarrass the family. You the adult and you didn't embarrass the family. And that ain't cool. Y'all are teaching y'all kids to be emotionally impulsive. How you that's why I don't like when kids always arguing with the ref in the middle of a game. That goes to show their head out the game. They got their head out the game. And if you acting like that, now I understand why the kid in the game and looking at the ref always thinking it's cool to really argue with the ref every time up and down the field. It's because of you. Let these kids have fun. Let them kids learn the fundamentals. Let these kids learn the rules and play a good, solid game and then develop and mature in the right way. All that extra ain't necessary. Now, this lady done kicked the baby. I'm sure she got fines. I'm sure she got tickets to pay. She looked like she need to go out in that female football league. Not the one with the short shorts on. She need to go into the one where they keep fully dressed. She was a big girl, but like at the end of the day, if she wanted to play football, she need to go to some leagues that she could have joined in. She didn't have to go out there and get involved in this. I thought she was a player on the football field when I seen her come out. Like, she looked like an offensive lineman.
She kicked that kid in the chest.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. And I got some kids coming in from Carter Academy. They won their third basketball championship. They come in every year, and at 2:00, we got the championship team from Carter Academy coming through today. They come in every year. This is the third year they didn't came in after winning the championship. So I'm happy when they come in because I get excited because I watched some of these boys grow up over the last 3 years from boys to men. Yeah, they finna go ahead off to the next level.
You got to ask them what they think when parents get upset in the stadium.
Well, I don't think they parents act like that. I mean, but because I've been to a couple games, but
other parents though.
Yeah, other parents do act like that, probably acting crazy. I'm gonna ask them what they think about parents going Yahoo at the game. But Andrew, I'll say this: I love sports, I love the game, but like I said, it's a certain limit that you wonder why the kids acting crazy, and you can see it right in the stands.
So I called a bunch of high school sports, Tory, and the worst part about high school sports is the parents. Love the kids, love the game. The parents are obviously the worst part.
What was the worst thing you seen calling the game, Andrew?
Oh, man, I was calling a baseball game. I had one of the parents who was a scorebook keeper in the deal get out of the press box, go down and start arguing with the umpire about balls and strikes. Like, came out, was supposed to be keeping score, supposed to be running the scoreboard, gets out of the press box, goes down and start yelling at the umpire about balls and strikes, Tory.
Dame's the name in the chat says, I'm a ref for NPS, and boy, them parents be on some other stuff, but they never was dumb enough to come on the field. Yeah, that is stupidity. Like, you can't. If I'm out at a game and I see a parent about to run on the field, I might stick my feet out there so they can trip them before they get out there to harm the kid. Hey, look, when we come back to the Nation, we'll have a pop culture report. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
This is your True Sports Update. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Brewers are ready for a 6-game homestand starting tonight against the Yankees at American Family Field. General Manager Matt Arnold.
Sure, a lot of people interested this weekend because, the Yankees don't come into town very often, and they're a really good team. And honestly, if you can't make it out this weekend, the Padres are coming in, and they're going to be a tough team the rest of the way, too, and they're going to be here, next week as well. So it's going to be a fun homestand for the Brewers.
Also in tonight's game, CeCe Sabathia and David Parker will be inducted into the Brewers Wall of Honor. They'll both be recognized on field with special pregame video and ceremonial first pitch. Jacob Mizrowski takes the mound for the game 1 of the series. 6:40 first pitch. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. After officially introducing Taylor Jenkins as their new head coach, the Bucks are now turning their attention to the NBA draft. Draft lottery is this Sunday. ESPN says the Bucks have a 3% chance of the top overall pick. For your True Sports Update, I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
People with family, always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy, keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom. And you know he gotta go to war when he sees demons. He been in them cold nights when he had to learn to hold tight. When the pain from the bottom was too much to bear, he was there to get you through the storm. And the advocate, Tory Lowe,
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report this Friday is brought to you by Thad. Thad the intern. Yo. Let's get his mic on. How you doing, Thad?
Can't complain, Tory. I can't complain.
Hey, look, I'm happy to have you on the show today for the Pop Culture Report. You've been interning all this time, and I think in a couple weeks, your internship will be over.
Correct. Today is my last day.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for coming in. I wanted you to do the Pop Culture Report.
I appreciate it.
Kind of see, check out the chops.
Of course.
Okay, so what do you got? What do you got for me today? What do you got for me, intern Thad? What do you got for me today for the Pop Culture Report?
So yesterday, obviously, rapper Kodak Black.
Here we go.
Arrested in Florida on some drug charges, and his attorney is speaking out. What I wanted to bring today was role models. Is this what we want to look up to?
And we've been saying that about a lot of these entertainers lately.
Right.
I mean, Kodak Black is popular amongst a certain crowd of people. Like, I guess the quote-unquote drill, thug life, gangster culture, this young gangster culture. He's one of the leaders of the new age thug gangster mentality type culture. But he did drop an album, a song about Malcolm X, and he could kick some facts if he wanted to.
Right.
But they ain't paying for that. Basically, Meek Mill said they paying you for the ignorance part, the ignorant side. They not paying for the knowledge.
Right. And his demographic, I would say, pertains with the younger generation more than it does with the older. And I'm just concerned if we look up to these people and stuff like this, you're arrested on drug charges, is what we really want out of our kids' role models.
Yeah. Do we got the mugshot, Andrew, do we got any video, audio on this? What do we got on Kodak Black? Yeah, let's listen to what happened with Kodak Black. Okay, well, but the one thing, you were on the right track, because to me, they figured out that we're influenced by celebrity, so they're gonna give us celebrities popularity, fame, but their behavior with still dealing with drugs. You would think that he has millions of dollars.
Right.
He got pardoned by Donald Trump. So what does this happen? This is something that affects his eligibility to be free?
Right. You got to look at it and be like, why was this guy pardoned? And then if he's going right back to the claim, then obviously nothing's changed.
Look, if you're watching as we broadcast live, we got video on what's going on with Kodak Black. Let's listen.
And that's all according to this 5-page arrest report from Orlando police. They said they showed up to the Children's Safety Village after people reported hearing gunshots. I want you to take a look here, because this is a picture you're looking at of Kodak Black's mugshot, all from Orlando police. They said when they showed up last November, they found a BMW and a Lamborghini parked outside of Children's Safety Village. And then the police officer said they smelled marijuana, so they started searching the cars. That's when they said Kodak Black approached officers. They said they found a pink pair of scissors next to a $100 bill with drugs on it. The report says those scissors matched a pair in a picture posted to Kodak Black's Instagram a week before all of this even happened. They also said they found rings in that car, which also matched his Instagram. And eventually, the officer said they found MDMA. I got the chance to talk to a criminal defense attorney not connected to this case whatsoever about how social media could play a role in this.
As a criminal criminal defense attorney myself, I'm often telling my clients, be careful what you post, because anything that you post on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, can be used against you. So you'll see, even though this was not the day of the arrest, they're using pictures from his social media to tie all of this case together.
Wow. Okay, this is another thing I'd say. People always want to show everything on social media, but that is evidence. All of the social medias, YouTube, everything, anything you put out there can be used against you in court as well.
Right. I mean, it's just another lesson to the younger generation. You might be, it's just my friend seeing it. This won't get anywhere. But, I mean, you end up in court and they can be used against you. So,
how do you feel about the young generation and a lot of these rappers that's representing the culture right now?
I feel like if it can be used in moderation. If you like an upbeat song or just how a person sounds, then yeah. But I wouldn't model my life or tell anyone to model my life after these people, because they live a 1% lifestyle that really only they can live, and not you. So,
and the 1% meaning like they got money,
and they also have the platform.
And when you talk about just the influence, do you see a lot of the influence from these celebrities on the culture?
For sure.
What do you think about that?
Look at how people dress. Look at how people talk. Look at the way people are using different words, new words that come up in vocabulary, and all comes from these influencers.
What do you say to people say, hey, it's just entertainment? He's just an entertainer. We just listen to his music. We just like his music.
That's their consumption of it, but there's somebody else who's also consuming it in a way that they want to model their life after. So different spectrums on how you watch or listen to somebody.
Being a black young man and having a lot of the obstacles that you have to deal with education, trying to find your way in life, and you see that a lot of these celebrities have money, they have whatever, we try to strive to get, but yet they doing things like drug dealing or dealing with drugs and things like that on the side. How do that make you feel to see that a lot of these people that they give the money to many times have they're not even managing it right? So does that make you feel some type of way because you're trying to build your lifestyle and you're trying to get to that point, but do you feel like you have to be dumbed down to get that money, or how does that make you feel?
Right. That just raises 2 points in my mind. The first being how they got there in the first place and how they see reasonable outcomes to doing this. That's about how they grew up, and that's how they're just going to keep doing it. Mm-hmm. And then the second thing I was thinking of is the people around you are very important into how you move. If you surround yourself with people that have been into that stuff and your inner circle is not the best, not supportive, and not as intelligent as it needs to be, then that's just the route you're going to end up going down. If you surround yourself with good people, you're going to end up wanting to be a high achiever, wanting to be not the best person in the room, because if you're the best person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the best person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Yep.
Hey, anything else? What else we got? What else we got to talk about?
We got Rick Ross. He shared his reasons on.
They had the verses.
Well, he had a clip on social media where he shared his thoughts on why women should quit their jobs if they're dating a rich man.
Why women should quit their job?
Quit their job.
If they dating a rich man.
They should be living off Rick Ross.
Really?
That's what he said. And his reason was because if the rich man needs you and you're at work and you got to leave work and you can't get there, then it's your fault.
What?
Because if he needs you, no one else can have you. That's Rick Ross. Big boss Rick Ross.
So you just property.
Yep. And just put in all your eggs in one basket, and that basket's Rick Ross.
Huh.
So if Rick Ross is gone, you got nothing.
So that's what he says about relationships.
Yeah.
If he a rich man, he want his girlfriend to be every beck and call.
Every second of the day.
If I tell you to go get me some water, some coffee.
Can't have a career.
Make me a sandwich.
Not possible, Rick.
I mean, that's what he sounds like. He want like a maid or something.
Yep.
Tory, we talked to a bunch of women in the office about this quote. Mixed opinions on Rick Ross.
Okay. They had the verses that nobody really even watched. It was a verses, and I didn't even know it was a verses that was happening. It was Rick Ross versus I don't even know French Montana. It was Rick Ross versus French Montana. That was recent. And so it wasn't even, nobody knew. I didn't even know. Who watched the versus Rick Ross versus French Montana? If you was in the chat, did y'all even watch that versus?
And that was yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody knew. And so I had to go back and see it, and I only could watch a little bit of it. I couldn't even watch all of it. I thought versus was supposed to be something that, you had, everybody knew, everybody wanted to watch. Now they just throwing anybody up there. Rick Ross versus French Montana. It was a waste of time.
Looks like French Montana won.
Josh says the versus was a waste of time. I'm glad I missed it. And then they was rapping each other's songs. Like, they was on each other's songs. Like, ain't the verses is like, you supposed to put your songs up, I'm supposed to put my songs up. They had all their songs together. They was rapping songs together that they had made.
That's just a concert at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like a concert almost. They was hugging and having fun and high-fiving and standing there while the lyrics was going on. They was talking to each other ears and stuff like that.
What happened to the sport I love, Tory?
Hey, I don't even think nobody even knew it was a versus.
I didn't.
The versus used to be something that everybody wanted to watch.
Yeah, no, I remember, but you've had a couple of these where it's like, hey, do you see this versus? And I was like, I don't even know they're still doing these.
Like I said, Rick Ross and French Montana just had a whole versus. And so I clicked on it, I looked, and I just couldn't believe that what I was watching, it was just, I don't even want to watch versus no more if this is what they got. If this is what they doing, it's dead. It wasn't even.
You think they're trying to bring it back?
Yeah, it's going on. Nobody don't know it ain't. The whole versus went down yesterday.
Not doing a very good job then.
Okay. Well, look, we gonna run the break. When we come back, we'll have more Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The revolution starts in our mind, right? You know when Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution won't be televised? Like he didn't mean that you won't be able to watch it on TV. He means the revolution starts in your mind. You nincompoop. Y'all been running around saying that for 60 years. The revolution won't be televised and didn't even know what the hell it meant. It starts with us.
Let him cook. Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
The first thing I thought about is, what am I going to do?
Peggy and Willie were injured when a driver ran a stop sign.
I was injured pretty bad, and they reached out to me and made sure that I got the medical attention that I needed to make that recovery. One call, that was all, and everything went well.
Here for you 24/7. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side, same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, you be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold, if you stuck in the dark, he gon' pull you home. Yeah, seen him out by the lakefront, bullhorn, voice cut through the breeze. Say your name on repeat. Got the babies marching in the streets. He don't talk like them suits talk. He talk like your cousin on the phone. Where you at? Drop the pin, I'm there. Never leave the people on their own. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got intern Thad. Amazing internship.
Appreciate that.
Hey, that's, and I had to have him on the Pop Culture Report this Friday. What you got for me?
All right. So we all remember Luigi Mangione, right?
Yeah, the guy that shot the healthcare CEO.
Brian Thompson, CEO healthcare at United Healthcare. He recently turned 28. His birthday, he celebrated it locked up as he waits 2 murder trials. But he has raised $1.5 million, with an M, million dollars.
Wow, for his attorneys.
Yes. And my whole thing is,
the people came together.
Yes, and raised this money for him. My thing is, he doesn't need the money. He was born into wealth. He went to a private school that was $30K a year.
Oh, wow. So you saying that the people just threw it in extra money in there?
Yeah.
So you saying he was already rich?
Already rich. He had a trust fund set up. He went to private school his whole life. He's got 1.5 and donated towards his legal defense fund.
And I heard he got some fans too.
Yeah,
people sending him fan mail and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
He's kind of like a vigilante.
Yeah, that's what he likes to see himself as.
A famous vigilante.
Yep.
Do you think he can get off?
I do not think he can get off. In the manner he went about things, I don't think was the best. Coming up behind and shooting a guy walking out of his
But
workplace.
a lot of Americans say that the healthcare field was treating them, like trash, basically.
Exposing in other ways.
You think since he had money, he could have went another route?
Yeah.
Started a podcast.
Yeah, hiring a federal investigator. Could have came on the truth.
Could have came on the Tory Lowe Show. Trying to expose what was going on.
Not enough podcast, Tory.
Hey, all I'm just trying to tell you, was there any other way he could have brought attention to this?
Easily.
Has the healthcare system improved since the shooting?
I believe that United Healthcare has been looked into slightly. I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So
No
it
way.
was in vain then.
It's not gotten better.
All I'm saying is, when I hear about Luigi, I think that a lot of people is rooting for him because they had medical expenses and they weren't getting the proper care that they thought they were going to get from a lot of these medical professionals and things like that. So I think that he became this subculture vigilante Batman type idea.
Yeah, hero of the people.
Well, 1.4 million. If he don't, like I say, he get locked up, he gonna have at least some noodles and honey buns and coffee. He gonna have a lot of that going on. His commissary gonna be packed.
He might get a phone in there too.
Hey, and a couch.
Double decker.
Hey, they say you could if you can pay for it. If it's in the book, you can pay for it.
Pull out couch in the cell.
I mean, if it's a lot of stuff you can buy in jail. Just poor people can't afford it. They got a whole magazine and everything, like where you can buy stuff.
You just circle what you want and send it back?
I don't know. I just think that if you can afford it, you can pay for it, I guess. I don't know. They say some of these prisons is like camp, like a campground, like a lot of, where Ghislaine Maxwell at. She was going for a walk. Well, they say some people think that ain't her. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But all I'm saying is if you got money, it's like you're not really in jail.
Yeah, you think they get special treatment in there?
If you can pay for it.
But you also hear about the people that are deceased after being in jail.
Right. Well, that's Epstein.
Yeah.
Or Terrell Thomas, right here in the city of Milwaukee, that died from dehydration. They turned his water off. So, yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is, here we go.
So I did some research, Tory, into what you can buy, at least in federal. Now, I don't know about state.
Okay, let us have it.
The federal limit is $360 a month on commissary purchases. And you can get an extra $50 November, December for Christmas purchases. So you can get up to, in December, you can spend around like $400 in a federal prison. But that means you can buy cable. You can purchase cable in prison.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you got what is the most expensive thing that you can buy? Like a television, a couch?
So I was looking at this. You can't buy a couch. I think that you can get away with a radio. I don't think they let you have a TV.
Okay, so you can't purchase like a TV in there.
No, I don't think so.
So Puff Daddy don't got a big screen TV in his cell like they think they.
I don't think he has a big screen TV in his cell, but I do think probably on his floor they have one for him.
Okay, so it only can go so far.
Yeah. But I mean, like, getting cable is not bad. Like, that's pretty
Cable
solid.
is pretty cool if you can get cable, yeah.
Watch ESPN?
Do they move it when you switch cells?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Do that come with a TV? So how do you got cable when you ain't got a TV in your room?
That's a good point.
Somebody let me know, can you get, like, what is the biggest part? Because that sounds like, all right, you giving me cable, so is that cable for the general public? I'm paying for cable in the general area where everybody can watch it?
I'll tell you.
Since I pay for cable, I get to use the remote all the time? You can tell we ain't never went to prison.
If you're Luigi, you better get it, right?
You can tell we ain't never spent a day in prison.
Not even overnight, Tory?
I've been in jail.
Really?
Plenty times. Shoot, I mean, please. Protest. Keep protesting. You go. I came off the street. I didn't. Please. I didn't did the 3-day maximum. They can hold you for 3 days, but on the 4th day they gotta let you out.
How was that?
It's fine. I go to sleep. It was like I could get some rest.
Okay.
I just went to sleep.
They didn't offer you cable?
Well, I wasn't there long enough to try to. For 3 days?
They didn't give you the 360?
I mean, I wasn't gonna be there long.
All right.
You know what a wise man told me?
What was that?
He said, "Don't be afraid to go to jail for what you believe in. Be afraid to go to prison."
I don't know if they're offering cable.
Don't go to prison.
If they're offering cable, I might.
Look, the trick to going to jail for me was I was always protesting and doing stuff that I believed in.
Okay.
So when it came to the DA, they was like, "Oh, this human civil right." So no.
Yeah.
I'll go to jail tomorrow. I don't care. That's just the process.
Right.
But don't go to prison. Don't get out here and do nothing stupid and go to prison.
Right.
Now that's the
not
problem.
For Sports Center every day.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Hey, you might not like your roommate.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. You be in there fighting for your life in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Anything else? What do we got? What else?
We got Amber
This
Rose.
Pop Country Boy totally went down the wrong way.
We got Amber Rose. She finally admitted to accidentally gassing up Kanye West while they were dating into grabbing the Henny bottle when Kanye West went on stage and spoke out against Taylor Swift winning an award.
So she finally confessed that she was there geeking him up, telling him to drink some more Andy.
Oh, yeah. She said as a boyfriend, she went on the Ball Family's podcast with LeAngelo Ball, and this is where she stated this at. She said, as a girlfriend, I hype my boyfriends up. That's who I am. I hype them up. Until the point where I saw him on stage, and I was like, oh, this was my doing.
Wow, kind of like Jada when she gave Will the nod to go slap Chris Rock.
I don't know how much that was giving out a motivation. I feel like that was a personal thing Will wanted to do.
Oh, wow. Well, he said keep his wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah, I feel like he had to show that I don't know. That one.
He embraced the spirit of Tupac.
He did.
He embraced his inner Tupac. Well, I'll say...
Should have embraced his inner Luigi Mangione, I think.
I don't think he was around. I don't think Luigi was around. But like I said, I just wanted to spend this last moment thanking you for all of the work that you've done right here at GKB. It was amazing. You've been a great intern this year. Hopefully, your journey continues. And I appreciate all that you've done. You've been a nice added to what we've been doing here, right here at The Truth. You come down, you participate, you have learned a lot of different things. But what was the best part of your internship?
I would have to say just as of late, the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. That was a great event we put on. And Tory Lowe, he put on a great event. We got a lot cleaned up in the community. We brought a lot of people out. That was my favorite thing. The people that weren't even signed up for the event were driving past and were like, hey, let me help out.
Wow.
Those people. So I feel like that was very powerful and it's something great that you do and something I hope to help out in the future with. So,
well, like I said, once again, I don't think that your journey is over. I think that the intern is over, but I don't think the journey is over. The journey continues. With
Just getting started, Tory.
Hey, look, thank you so much for coming through with the Pop Culture Report.
I appreciate you, Tory.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got guests. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you. And then they gonna tell you, come here. Now, you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
You've been diagnosed with COPD, but breathing seems to be getting harder. Everyday activities, walking to the mailbox, going up the stairs, talking on the phone take more effort than they used to. You're short of breath more often. Flare-ups are happening more frequently. And slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today, breathe better tomorrow.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor, and you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope, yeah. Tory, Lowe, from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
.101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we got an update on a story that we've been covering since it took place. Miss Morgan is in the studio. She got the crew in here. She brought the crew in here with her. But Miss Morgan is in the studio. We talking about this rental scam. And a lot of people been coming forward saying that this group of scammers, women and men, have taken their money through Zillow.
Zillow, Apple Pay, mostly cash.
Yeah, they trying to get cash, but we have an update now for those that are just tuning in on the rental scam. There's a rental scam going on. They'll post this three bedroom, 1 bathroom on Zillow, and people looking for maybe looking for a place to stay for their families. They'll contact these people, and that's where the scam starts.
Yes. Well, actually, when you do your application and things on Zillow, because they contacted me, I never applied for that home.
Mm-hmm.
I just did the application on Zillow, and I started applying for like 4 bedrooms because that's really what my family need. But I guess my application, or they were able to see the application, and they sent an alert saying that this home will fit for you.
Oh, so you said, okay, I need a 4-bedroom, and then they had access to seeing that somebody needed a 4-bedroom. Yes. Which indicated that you was maybe somebody that had a large family.
Yes.
And so they was like, okay, sounds like what we looking for, somebody that's trying to move a large family. So we contact her, and then all of a sudden a lot of these women that went through that process got scammed.
Yes.
Wow. How many people total got scammed, Miss Morgan? That you know, since you've been bringing awareness to this?
About 5 to 7 that all have been contacted. The Joneses contacted us through Zillow.
Oh, wow.
So, yes.
Now, the police have all the information.
Yes, sir.
They have names, addresses, the real names.
Yes.
Why aren't these people being arrested right now?
Well, it was 2 suspect alerts out for Yasmin. But
a suspect alert. What is that?
I guess like an alert for MPD, something like a warrant, but I guess it's not an actual warrant. But I guess they only give you 72 hours for the officers to arrest them with that, and then it expires. So,
but they got the address.
Yes. And what the lieutenant told me today, I guess the suspect warrant expired. That's why she was able to not get arrested today when she was in court.
Okay, but I'll say this. You know what she's doing.
Yes.
You know where she live.
Yes.
You know where she live.
Yes.
I know where she live.
Yeah.
They know where she live. Why don't they just go to the house and throw and put the cuffs on her? I mean, it sounds simple, but today or recently she had a court situation where she should have been arrested.
Yeah. Even the DA that's handling her other case spoke to me directly, and she stated that yes, it is a suspect arrest, and she is aware of what's going on, but until the MPD do their job, then they're not going to move forward.
And MPD is pointing the finger at somebody else, and they pointing the finger back at MPD.
Is telling me that they're doing their job, which I have several emails and things like that. But come to find out, they haven't presented the my case or no one else's case to the DA as of yet.
And they supposed to present it to bring charges.
Yes, sir.
That hasn't happened.
No, sir.
And you have children.
Yes, sir.
You were displaced from giving your hard-earned money to this situation where you thought you were going to get a place for your family. You've been on top of this since day one.
Yes.
How do you feel right now about what you've been going through and the efforts to put these people behind bars?
What I'm going through is unexplainable. I can't really explain it without breaking out in tears because y'all just don't know what we're going through. Especially myself mentally as a mother, I feel like I failed my children. I failed my children. To have my kids out here on the streets, I failed my children. And all I want is a roof over our heads, a safe place. As far as getting justice, my heart is torn both ways. Yes, I want to see her in jail, but in the same means, I don't want to see another kid without a parent.
I'll say this. I understand the frustration because we talk off air. We talk about this, and I'm always telling you, you got beautiful children, honor roll students. I know your children.
Yes.
Okay, these are some of the most nicest kids in the city, well disciplined, and they are smart. They are on the honor roll.
Yes.
Okay, so this ain't the situation to not over these bums.
Right.
Okay, not over these bums. These some bums, and you don't want to ever jeopardize what they're doing and the things that they can do possibly in the future. You don't jeopardize it for this situation. Not for no bums. Now I don't like that the police haven't done their job correctly as far as pursuing these people the proper way. Do you feel like if you was a white mother that these people will be in jail?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And why is that?
Perfect example. One of my kids was attacked by a white woman, and I put my hands back on her. It was 5 different districts that tore my tail up on that ground for putting my hands on that white woman.
Oh, wow.
When I was just defending my child.
Wow. So you've experienced the difference.
Yes.
And there's other black families that have been victimized, multiple black families. Do you think that this was going on in a white community, that these people will be able to walk around and have all this confusion with the police, not having the paperwork straight, and that they would be still walking around the city right now?
No, they would have made sure. They definitely would.
What are some of the hiccups that you're having with police?
They haven't presented anything to the DA. And they're giving me the runaround, and they're lying. They're saying one thing and it's another. Literally. I have emails. My kids was seeing them day before yesterday. We ran into the officers who have our case, and they said, I promise I'm going to be at the court. I promise there's going to be an arrest. What happened? That same officer who promised me that, when I'm running back to the district to see what's going on, he was clocking out for his shift. He said he on his way home, and I told him I wish I could say that. I wish I could have a home.
Wow.
It's about to be Mother's Day.
Wow. It's Mother's Day weekend. I'll say this. I'm saddened and disheartened that the police have not pushed this case to the DA with as many black mothers that are on this scam that we know, that don't want to come forward but will cooperate with the police.
Yeah. But I'm willing to. And I'm going to keep on.
Well, I'll say this. You've been strong in spite of. And I would say that with you bringing this to light, a lot more people have came forward and made posts and made these people visible, because at first they had all these AKAs, Quincy Jones, Tasha Jones, but what are the real names now? Who is supposed to be arrested?
Tammy Spears, AKA Monica Brown. Quincy Jones is Laura Bates. And Tasha Jones is Yasmin, Hameed.
And that's the one that contacted you?
Yes.
And
Quincy Jones, he did the email and he said contact his wife to call her for a showing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if she was behind the Zillow or the man was behind the Zillow. We still don't know how were they even able to access the Zillow information.
For somebody that's looking for a house right now, what would you tell them? What advice would you tell them? Because how can they not get caught up in a rental scam?
Not trying to bash Zillow. I would not go through Zillow whatsoever. Also, make sure you call the city about the address. They would give you the owner's phone number, email, exact name, who owns it, who's paying the taxes and things on that. Try to steer away from private owners because there's a lot of scamming going on. I'm talking about my inbox be booming every day. Someone just got yesterday $4,800.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody they still scamming?
Yeah.
And the police taking their time with this.
Yes.
Knowing that these are the characters.
Yes.
Got the real addresses.
Yes.
Where they really live.
Mm-hmm.
And yet another person fell victim to this.
When she was just right in their face this morning.
Why didn't Zillow shut down that whole frequency?
I have no idea.
Has Zillow been contacted about this? And they still allowing this to take place?
And Feinberg Home. Yes.
Wow. Somebody getting a piece of this cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Because ain't no way, with all of the publicity, with all of the shares, with all of the community knowing about this, that they were able to scam another person. How did you find out?
They contacted me via Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
It is. They feel like they unstoppable, I guess.
Who is the officer that you've been talking to?
ARPS, A-R-P-S.
And from this 7th district?
Yes, sir.
And the 7th district got a trash reputation in dealing with situations in the community over the years. It was a tie between the 5th and the 7th district for me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we got to address it because these are black families that don't have it to do in today's times with the high gas prices, with all of these things going on, and this is happening and they know about it. Yeah. Everybody's saying that they know about this.
Yeah. And the lieutenant that I talked to this morning, what he said about the officer, he's brand new, so you have to, I guess, spare him. But that's not my problem. If he don't know
spare him for what? If
he don't know his position, he need to go back to the academy.
No, this is good cop, bad cop. This sounds like tricks. They know what to do.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I learned something about the police system. There's always, they play these games, these good cop, psychological, good cop, bad cop games. One cop will come in like he your friend. The other cop will act like he don't like you and all that. See, this is where I say they playing games with the people while the people out here being affected in a negative way. Mm-hmm. And this is why I got to, Jeffrey Norman is the police chief. Have you sent anything to Jeffrey Norman?
I actually sent the email, but I haven't got a response back yet. Yeah, chief of police. My next step was going to the mayor. Yeah, I'm trying my hardest.
Wow. And another family has been victimized.
Yes. Yes. $4,800.
$4,800.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got the receipts.
Yeah.
Truth Nation, I don't know what more that we could do than to go over there and kick down the door. I mean, I ain't trying to say that gotta happen. But I can't put the handcuffs on these people. And these people have been, the information have been given to the proper authorities, and they still scamming. They still got families on the hook with this scam.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't even care.
And that's why I asked them, like, how much more? Well, I mean, what else do they want? What else do y'all want before y'all make an arrest? I'm not understanding.
What has the district attorney said? This is LaRon in the chat. What has the district attorney said?
They haven't received anything.
So these officers saying, you sent me a letter. Hold on, you sent me something. A letter from email from the officer.
Officer Arps.
Officer Arps. Mm-hmm. This is what he wrote. This is something he wrote you.
Yeah. That was at 1:14. That meeting was supposed to be yesterday morning.
So he wrote you this letter.
Mm-hmm. An email.
Can I read it? Mm-hmm. Do I have permission to read it? I'm gonna read this email that she got from the officer that's dealing with this. Just so you are aware, we are going to present your case at the district attorney's office tomorrow morning, 05/07/2026 at approximately 8:30 a.m. Your appearance is not required, but it would be helpful if you would be available for a possible phone call during our meeting tomorrow morning. This phone call will not be exactly at 8:30 a.m., but the time in the morning is between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. If you have any questions, please let me know. Did this ever happen?
No, sir.
So you was waiting around to be available, thinking since you got this email that he was going to do what he said.
Yes. And the day prior, Officer Muhammad was supposed to take it to the DA on the 6th. So the 6th, Officer Muhammad was supposed to present it. The 7th, Officer Arts was presented. And today is the 8th. She was in court. After I went back, spoke to the daytime lieutenant at 7th District. He had to go digging for the file for the evidence. It basically was pushed under because they supposed to legally give you your money back, and then they have to go after the people who cashed it, which I didn't know nothing about that. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to go about the way that we were supposed to be going, you know. Then he said, you really don't have because it's not a criminal case. That's what he told me. How? When guns was pulled out on me.
Well,
When
how
y'all
is it not a
doing the
criminal
high-speed
case
chase?
and
How?
it's a scam?
Right. Fraud. Yeah.
Right. Well, we got some babies in here. I don't know if you wanted them to say anything or not, but
they can. They're more than welcome.
But we're gonna run the break, and when we come back, I want to talk to the kids for a second. I know these kids, bright, intelligent, smart, active children. Let's run the break and we'll talk to the kids when we get back. Also,
.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
In an instant, an injury can change your plans, your paycheck, your peace of mind. But the bills don't stop. The calls don't stop. The worry won't stop. Experience and results matter. After 4 decades of fighting for injured people, we know how to win. Because you deserve respect, results, and to move forward. We fight for what's fair so you can get back to what matters most. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway, who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side, same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Ever get Tory Lowe? He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. Hey, from the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Ever get Tory Lowe? Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold. If you stuck in the dark, he gon' pull you on. Send him out by the lakefront.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got Miss Morgan in studio. She's been giving us updates on this Milwaukee rental scam that's going on, and it's attached to Zillow. She went to Zillow, applied for a 4-bedroom apartment, and that's where the scammers went to work. And I'll say this situation, we've been following this situation close since we've been bringing exposure, coming on the radio. You've been posting on social media. Yes. We've discovered the real names, who these people are. The police have this information, the real addresses, all of that. And you even got a letter that said they was going to present this to the DA.
Yes, sir.
It was never presented to the DA.
No.
You spoke to the DA?
Yes.
And she said she never got anything.
Yes, and the DA that's handled her case that she's out on bail for, she seen the note that the young lady from the DA's office put in on the behalf of me knowing her. But far as like the police presenting anything, no. She just seen the note. The young lady that I know down there put a note in there for the DA, awareing them that what's going on and what the young lady is out here doing. So she was able to see that, and that's how she knew that it's a suspect alert out for her and what's going on. But like she said, she can't move on anything until the police do their part. And until they present their evidence and everything that's going on, then it's nothing that they can do at the moment.
Well, you got some young ones in the studio, and I'm very familiar with these young ones. Very intelligent. Can y'all introduce yourselves to the audience? Let's work our way this way.
I'm Anise.
Can you speak up a little louder with you?
I'm Anise.
How you doing, Anise?
Good.
What's your grade points this year? What's your grade point average is?
3.8.
Powerful. Honor roll. That's what I'm talking about. Clock that.
My name Antoine. I got 3.4.
3.4. Clock that. That's what I'm talking about. And what is your grade point? What's your name? What's your grade point?
My name Antoine. Mine's is 3 point.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, what I'm telling you is when families are affected negatively this way and they have productive children, these are the good children. These are the families, the good family members that are being negatively affected. And then you got a slow process to try to get these people off the street, at least get the scammers off the street so nobody else is getting scammed. Yes. And many times when you can get them off the street, they can get in a place where, they can pay for their crimes and maybe get some retribution for it, you know, if that's possible.
Right.
But you just want these people off the street.
Yeah.
At this point.
To stop.
Wow. Also, it's Mother's Day. What do y'all want to say to your mom for Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for all you did.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you through everything.
Thank you.
Well, look, it seemed like you done raised some amazing children, smart, active. I know them from playing in sports and everything and going to, I know I go up to their school too, so I know that they have an amazing future in front of them. And like I said, this is why you don't let a bum cause you to get off track. You know what I mean? These is bums out here doing this, and these kids have the brightest future in the world. And so this is why you stay away from, I know sometimes you feel like you got to take matters into your own hands. Don't pull a Luigi or nothing like that. Don't pull no Luigi like.
I don't let my gangsters days go.
But do you have a GoFundMe or anything that people can
I don't have
donate
a GoFundMe, but I do have a Cash App at the moment. It's $Mommy MOMMIE 13050. And
repeat that one more time.
Again, it's $MOMMIE 13050, and I will be starting a GoFundMe over the weekend.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for fighting for your family. It started out you just wanting to have a place for your family. Your family.
And I'm not
live.
just fighting for myself and my children. I'm fighting for everybody who's affected by this.
Well,
it takes a village. We have to stick together, and I'm going to continue fighting. And like I said last time, Yasmin, I'm always going to pray for you, sweetheart.
Well, thank you for keeping us updated on this situation, and I appreciate you for coming through and making sure that the community knows what's going on with this, because another family just got scammed for $4,900.
Yes, sir.
Just the other day, and they reached out.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and a lot of people don't want the media contact or, I guess situations with the police, they're scared. But I'm being the voice right now for all of us, not just Jatan. I'm fighting for all of us. So that's why I'm asking, to her family, Tammy family, if you can't get the money back, because that's not going to happen, have them turn themselves in. This is not fair. This is not fair at all. So I'm begging you all, please, help us get justice with this situation.
Somebody said, do you accept Zillow or Apple Pay? I don't have Cash App. I definitely will. Bless you.
I don't
How can they
know
give your Facebook so they can reach out
my
to you?
Facebook is Jatan Morgan.
Spell that.
Jataun, last name Morgan, Morgan.
On Facebook?
Yes.
All right. Well, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at U-Path Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
This is your True Sports Update. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Brewers are ready for a 6-game homestand starting tonight against the Yankees at American Family Field. General Manager Matt Arnold.
Sure, a lot of people interested this weekend because, the Yankees don't come into town very often, and they're a really good team. And honestly, if you can't make it out this weekend, the Padres are coming in, and they're going to be a tough team the rest of the way, too, and they're going to be here, next week as well. So it's going to be a fun homestand for the Brewers.
Also tonight's game, CeCe Sabathia and David Parker will be inducted into the Brewers Wall of Honor. They'll both be recognized on field with special pregame video and ceremonial first pitch. Jacob Mizrowski takes the mound for the game 1 of the series. 6:40 first pitch. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. After officially introducing Taylor Jenkins as their new head coach, the Bucks are now turning their attention to the NBA draft. Draft lottery is this Sunday. ESPN says the Bucks have a 3% chance of the top overall pick. For your True Sports Update, I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Going in, stop skirt, Milltown, I'ma hit it, then drop. Yeah, sipping juice, sipping Pop-Tarts. Sipping juice, sipping Pop-Tarts. Yeah, sipping juice, sipping Pop-Tarts. Yeah, I'ma hit it, then drop. Huh? Milltown, I'ma never gonna stop. Go. Clap on, clap off, we don't never stop. Nah. Green light, go mode, take it to the top. Go. Milltown bounce, make the whole block rock. Boom. Hit it once, hit it twice, then it drop. Drop. Clap on, clap off, we don't never stop. Never fast lane living. I ain't never gon' flop from the mud. Now we up, can't stop. Yeah. Whole city watch when the beat gon' knock, knock. Chase them down, make them swerve in a pothole. I get it hot, keep it hot now. Turn the energy up, keep it hot now. Let's go. Make them hit a pothole, make them swerve mode. Hit the corner quick, now I'm back on the scene. Look me in my eyes, you can see what I mean. Try to keep it cool.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, Truth Nation, we got a treat. Look, we got Carter's Christian Academy boys basketball team. They back in the studio for, this is the 3rd time they done came into the studio, Truth Nation. They done won 3 championships in their respective division for 3 years in a row. And I remember the first year y'all came in, y'all said y'all was going to run it back. Then after y'all ran it back, y'all said y'all was going to go back to back to back. Now we got them in the studio. They done got a 3-peat going on, some kind of 3-peat going on with the boys. But yeah, they got rings too. They not playing. And we got Miss Williamson in the studio. Look, let me tell you something. Here, let me tell you something, Miss Williams. Principal.
No, Dean.
Dean. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I know you got this program, this amazing program with the education, with the athletics, and with all of this going on when they talk about the youth. You have been able to produce not only academically but athletically some boys that are making noise right now in the basketball and committed to colleges right now.
Yes, sir.
That's powerful.
That's powerful. Yes, sir.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this, when you talk about just having these young men in the community in Milwaukee and all of the noise that's going on, 3 years in a row, y'all been able to keep these boys focused And now I got good news that now the boys got some offers from colleges.
Yep.
Let me know what's up, Coach.
So my 2 seniors, they both got accepted to a HBCU named Stillman University. That's in Alabama. And then Orion, which is my 11th grader, also got accepted to Stillman. And I believe Dane, Trayvon, and Jashawn also is applying for Stillman.
Oh, that's wow.
I think they all got a chance to go there.
Now I remember 3 years ago, some of y'all that walked in here, y'all was like the kids in the back, right? Like y'all kind of had your head down. But I see right now y'all got a lot of confidence. Y'all done grew over the years. Y'all brotherhood looks strong. Who playing together on the next level? Are y'all playing together on the next level, or y'all going different ways, or what?
It looked like different ways, though.
It looked like different ways, but
introduce yourself. Don't be just.
Well, my name Orion Jenkins. I'm in 11th grade, starting point guard. It looked like so far. It looked like we all going different ways because we might we got more options, so we never know what we wanna what college we wanna go to, or we might just stay with each other depending on all how we feel. So we don't know right now, but we gonna see when he get that time.
My plan is for them to stay, though.
Okay.
I want everybody to go to the same one. But they got to lead by example. Like, these two go first.
Okay.
So when they go there, they set a good example, they can come back.
Open up the window.
And open up the door for their little brother. And I want to continue doing that for everybody else.
Okay, well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 young men in the studio. I want y'all to introduce yourself, your grades, your aspirations, and how this being on this basketball team help with your future and what you're doing and your plans as you move forward.
All right. My name is Ryan Jenkins. I'm a junior, 11th grade, starting point guard. So far, basketball impacted me by keeping me on the right path, staying out of trouble, getting me, doing good in school, everything, opening up new doors for me to become successful and stuff. And that's really it. I'm going to just keep grinding until that time come. Until just got to stay focused.
That's powerful.
Let me go up in there real quick. He also did not mention that he is a 4-point student and been keeping it this whole time. Yep. So let's throw that in there.
And that's
I know
amazing.
Trying to be humble.
Yeah, I said get the grade point in there.
4 point. You better
that's
be
what
happy
I'm talking about.
That. That's a 4-point student.
Oh, right amazing. There. And I'll say this. For a long time, people thought that, okay, the streets was where it was at. But these boys, every year, they was like, no, this is what we doing. And y'all built a brotherhood. I'm seeing, look, when they first came in, some of y'all didn't even have hair on y'all cheek. They done grew up.
Tattoos.
They done grew up over the years and stayed focused. So I like that. And this is amazing. Who? Come on now. Where you going? How has the working with this brotherhood in this school help shape your future? And what's the grade point? If you want to throw that out there.
My average?
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't check it.
Okay, well, with him, we're averaging about a 2.8.
That's good. That's what's up. And then how has being around this brotherhood over the last couple of years, because you in here 3 times. You about 3-peater. How's that helped you?
It helped me a lot because it let me know, if I don't think I got nobody I know, I got somebody who always got my back. So it really just, I got a shoulder to lean on, and I ain't in it by myself.
That's what's up. And like I said, you when I first met you, when you first came in, you was kind of quiet. You was one of them little quiet ones in the back. Now it seems like, you got confidence, you know what you about, you know what you're trying to do. You got a plan that you want to, attempt moving forward. And I can see it in your face. I can see the difference. That's powerful. Come on. Let's fill in some of these gaps.
My name is Breland Harper. I'm a senior. I play forward for Carter Christian Academy.
And what is your dream? How has being with Carter Academy helped shape what you do right now and moving into the future?
It helps shape me. It helps shape what I do by instilling discipline, and helping me focus on what I need to accomplish Because I have a problem with focusing on the wrong things, I say. So him just providing that father, like he like a father figure to me.
Him as the coach.
Yeah, basically.
So, and this is what I like about y'all whole thing. Y'all have a family. Coaches has opened up the family attitude because you got other things that you do outside of coaching that to keep the boys intact too.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you explain some of your tactics, like to keep all these boys in line?
I can.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
First thing he do, he make us run like 5-6 laps for no reason.
Talking to Mike. We gotta hear it. We gotta hear the rest.
Making us run like 5-6 laps for no reason. If one person get in trouble, we all in trouble. Even if our little ones get in trouble, we still get in trouble. It's just like, man, he different. I never had a coach like him. He don't work us out. He work us out. Not no normal workout. Not no one lap around, 10 laps, 20 laps. We run the lake, run upstairs, run up hills. Man, it's a lot.
Yeah.
20 laps.
You got to understand what type of boys he dealing with too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So him keeping them busy is keeping them out the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they think he's doing something for nothing, but he always got a plan for everything. And that's what I need them to understand, which I can tell that they do understand that. Trey is not just a coach to these boys. He's a mentor. Even his wife stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
You know
the wife came in last.
Oh, she here now. She not playing no games. Oh, she here.
What? The wife in the back?
Oh, no, she not first. She
okay, how you doing, Queen?
Right
she beat me to it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry, let me be quiet. You go ahead and give your wife out. I'm sorry,
I was going to say, that it's not just me no more. I am married now. My wife.
Oh, that's powerful. Give him a round of applause. He done locked it down.
So I'm like Pops, and she like Mama, you know, and we do this together. But as far as your question, like she said, I just try to keep them busy. Mm-hmm. They do wonder, though. I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like it's all rainbows and lollipops. Recently, Naj kind of wondered. He lost a brother, you know, so that you know how that can be.
Hey, Milwaukee is a tough place sometimes.
So it's all of them, Bray, Baby Trey, you know, after the basketball season is the toughest for me because now I got to find something to keep them busy. During the basketball season, it's motivation. We want to get our grades up. So we can play basketball. But when there's no more basketball, then what? So I try to find jobs. Trayvon and Orion a job. Dame, he work out with me every day, personally. Tootie work out with me every day. The little ones, we go to the park. We just try to stay busy. I'm just trying to keep them off the streets.
That's amazing. Yeah, and it shows in the reflection of y'all continually winning to win y'all respective divisions, winning it all.
Yeah.
Y'all got like 3 rings.
3 rings.
Hey, look, we in studio.
Everybody didn't bring their rings, but who got their rings? I look. They all got theirs.
Hey, look, I'm in the studio with Carter Christian Academy, the boys basketball team, 3 championships in a row. When we come back, we're going to meet the other players. And I guess we got a letter or something that you wanted to read for the support. Hey, look, we're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
One can invest their whole life and effort in helping the community, and sometimes they don't get nothing back. But you know what? You keep on going with it, okay? God bless you. Happy upcoming Father's Day. And hang on in there. And Tory, don't worry about what nobody say about you, because they're going to talk about you anyway, because they can't do what you do.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement, or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
When it all goes wrong, where do people go? Tory Lowe. Who was speaking up for those people in the ghetto? Tory Lowe. Who was out in Kenosha on the front line in the snow? Tory Lowe. Who out here righting the wrongs and shining light on these folks? Tory Lowe. Who the biggest advocate that Milwaukee has ever known? Tory Lowe. Who out here finding these babies and bringing them back home? Yo, Tory Lowe. If you don't know, then you know. Who gonna be right there with you in that hospital when you shot up? Tory Lowe. Who gonna find a child molester that touched your daughter? Tory Lowe. Who gonna help you out when that landlord put you out of that apartment? Tory Lowe. When your son need a transplant, who gon' find that organ? Who out here shutting down the streets with no permit?
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, we got Carter's Christian Academy boys basketball team and the building 3P. 3 championships in a row. I've been with them since day one. This ain't no bandwagon conversation.
Right.
I done seen some of these young men grow up. I didn't even have to come up to the school to the ceremony at one time. I couldn't make the other times, but I know I've been there once. Mm-hmm. But I just watched these young men grow up in this climate today with all that's going on, a lot of the takeover ideas going on out here, what to do with the youth. Seems like y'all got a system that's keeping these young men, at least giving them the resources that they need to help out Miss Williams.
Yeah, we do. Oh, you want me to continue?
Yeah. Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, well, let me, because I got to.
Okay. So I want to hear what you got to say, Miss Williams.
Do you want me to read this first?
Yeah, whatever you're trying to do.
So we're going to read a letter that CCA wrote to Mr. Lowe and the team at 101.7 FM. On behalf of Carter's Christian Academy, we would like to sincerely thank you for your continuous showing love and support of our basketball team and school community. For 3 years in a row, you have welcomed our team onto your platform and celebrated the accomplishment of our young men as they earned national championships. Your support means more to us than you think. We appreciate you showing up. We appreciate you accepting us here. We appreciate you guys giving our students the experience of being on a radio station 3 years in a row, and we pray that it continues. We also want to give a special shout out to Coach Trey and Coach Bell and the staff members who continue pouring into our students every day. Your sacrifice and dedication is very important. So we truly appreciate this connection that you guys have given us, the encouragement and the partnership with 101.7 The Truth and Tory Lowe. We look forward to continuing to build together and represent Milwaukee with pride.
Hey, look, that is powerful. I don't have me getting emotional on the air. Usually I get high blood pressure because people be acting crazy, but when the young people come in, it just makes my heart just feel blessed that we have young men that, with all of the negative talk, that it goes to show that's a lie. There's young men that are choosing to fight through whatever is going on out here and becoming productive citizens every day. And so to Coach Trey, Coach Bell, we appreciate that too. I mean, whatever work y'all putting in, a lot of it goes unnoticed because when you're dealing with different personalities, different ideas, you got to have multiple strategies to deal with a lot of this youth in today's times. A lot of people say they don't even know what to do with the youth. But you've been able to manage this team 3 championships in a row.
Yeah. Like you said, it's not hard. It's not hard. I mean, but I put the work in and I earned their respect to the point where at least I don't care if you feel like you finna miss practice, I will go to their house and get them. You're not missing practice. You feel like you're missing the game, I will go to your house and get them. You feel like you missing the workout, I will go to your house and get them. I will go to their house and get them. So it's like I want to show them that hard work pays off, you know, and if they see it from their leader, then I feel like it's going to fall over to them. So I'm just trying to lead by example.
All right, we got more players. We got to get it to every player. Name, how has this team, this brotherhood, help you, and then what are your plans moving forward?
All right, you call me Dang. I'm a shooting guard, 10th grade. Yeah.
What are your plans on moving forward?
My plans on moving forward just keep working.
We gonna be back next year, right?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Okay, that's the plan. That's the goal right now.
For sure.
You the next generation. You next up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got to keep the streak alive now. It's gonna be on your shoulders. A lot of people.
I'm already knowing.
It's the next man up.
I'm already knowing.
Okay. Speaking to the mic.
My name is Jashawn, 10th grade sophomore, and my plans on moving forward just keep going.
What position you play?
Shooting guard.
Okay, so Splash Bros.
Yeah.
Here we go.
They know.
Who next? Come on now. We don't. Who?
This is my freshman. He's the only freshman on varsity.
Okay, we got a freshman on varsity. Okay, that's what's up.
My name is Shamar Owens. I'm a freshman. I play power forward for JV, and I'm a small forward for varsity. My plans on moving forward is staying and win the nationals. Hopefully, win state next year too.
That's what's up.
All right.
He's got plans on winning state next year. That's what I'm talking about.
So it's different for them because for JV they go to WBCA in the Dells. Yeah. They go to WBCA in the Dells and they get the chance to go to state. Because we a small private school, the varsity don't got state.
Okay, so they don't have
a tournament.
So y'all go face people in another. Where do y'all go to play the championship?
Michigan.
Y'all got to go all the way to Michigan.
We drive 5 or 6 hours.
Wow.
To Michigan just to compete for a national.
Against schools in Michigan.
No,
all over.
All over the. We play against like 2 New York teams.
What?
Michigan teams. LA teams. Who? Chicago, Indiana. It'd be all type of teams up there.
All right. Well, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm proud of y'all. And like I said, it's been an amazing journey. Sometimes we start out and we don't know how we end up. So we didn't know that it was going to be 3 times in a row that y'all will be able to pull this off. But for 3 years in a row, y'all been able to pull this off. That's an amazing accomplishment. But y'all just getting started on y'all journey. Y'all got so many more things to take on, challenges, different challenges. But I pray that y'all stay together as brothers. You know, y'all don't lose that brotherhood. And I pray that y'all continue to encourage each other, you know, so y'all can always come back. If y'all go forward, y'all always come back and let the young people know how to get it done. Keep that legacy going. Hey, look, Miss Williamson, you got anything else you want to say?
Yes. I'm going to scan through this real quick.
Go right ahead.
All right, so our basketball team has accomplished something truly special. This group of young men has won national championships 3 years in a row, not once, not twice, but 3 consecutive national titles. That level of success takes talent, discipline, sacrifice, teamwork, and heart. But what makes me proud of these boys is not the trophies, it's the growth, the commitment, and the determination these young men show every single day. Our Carter's Christian Academy, we believe that basketball is bigger than a game. It's about building character, leadership, and accountability and family. We are continuing to work hard academically, and we are committed to helping every student grow in the classroom. I'm going to tell you how we are a family at Carter's Christian Academy. We're not perfect, but I can tell you this. At the Nationals, I was unable to make it to the Nationals. But the principal, who was having health issues, she drove 6 hours. And then a teacher, Ms. Brown, that was with her, her jaw was swollen, tooth messed up, but they still made it to Nationals.
Oh, wow.
That's family, and that's what Carter's is about.
Shout out to Ms. Brown and Ms. Hall.
Yes, because her jaw, man, that jaw was...
Them are super fans. Shout out to Ms. Brown and Ms. Hall.
That's powerful. So at Carter's, like I said, we're not perfect, but we make sure that we're there for our boys. We make sure that we're there for our students. Whenever they need it, we support. Even if families are not there, somebody from Carter's Christian Academy is going to support as a family member. This is a village.
Now, when we come back, we got a treat. Who's going to be doing the vocals?
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you about this young man, Jonathan Jones. He is a true Carter's Christian Academy student. He has been at Carter's Christian Academy since K4. So K4 all the way to 12th grade. He's in 12th grade this year. So Carter's Christian Academy helped inside of his village. So he's going to come.
Part of our team too.
Yeah, and he was managing the team at one point.
He still is our manager.
He's
That's
going
what
to
I'm
bless
saying.
us with a single.
Yeah. Okay, now I know he got the vocals now.
He's going to bless us with his single that's coming out.
I had to get him on there.
I know you asked for him.
It wouldn't even be the same if he didn't come through.
Hey, that's what you said, and that's what I told him. I said, he wants you.
Jonathan, hold on. We got some vocals coming up at the top of the hour. You do not want to miss this. This young man is phenomenal. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
So I was shocked that they let an advocate get on the air, because I was like, man, do y'all really want to know what's really going on out here in these streets? I wish I could have a whole show that y'all can listen to every phone call that come to my. I could do a whole show on my voice message. Just people calling, talking about what's happening. Just off the voice message, y'all wouldn't even believe what I got in my voice message. If I'm gonna start a podcast after show, I'm gonna let y'all hear the raw material, because we can't even play it on the air. That's how real it is out here. That's why I ain't got time for all y'all all that extra stuff that y'all be trying to do. I'm just happy that we're able to have these great, powerful conversations, but I'ma always remind y'all that we gotta still get out here and get to work.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m., live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time, I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Hey, look, we got Carter's Academy in studio, Carter's Christian Academy in studio. And I remember a few years back, I think about five years back or so, I was asked to speak at the graduation. And there was this young man that was singing, you know, I guess he had to sing the Black National Anthem and all. He sung multiple times, but I noticed that this young man had some talent. But then he started working with the basketball team and dealing with that. And then, so when the basketball team won the first one, the first national title, you sung at the end of that interview. But it's tradition now. Mm-hmm. So this will be the third time. So how you been doing? Like, where are you at with the career? You got an album out. What's going on? Because we know you got the talent.
I'm doing great. I've been working. I don't have an album out yet, but I do have a single coming soon. I'm doing a single release concert August 14th at the Crossover Center. Mm-hmm. And I want everybody to come to that because it's my first project ever. I've been traveling the country for the last, I want to say 3 years, excessively. And so it's just been great lately.
Now, your name is Jonathan, mm-hmm. and that's your stage name. That's just Jonathan.
Yeah,
Jonathan J.
Trying to get him on American Idol or something.
Mm-hmm. Jonathan Jones. That's my stage name. I don't know. Jonathan. I just think my name is I think my name is a staple. It speaks to who I am. If we look in the Bible, David and Jonathan were best friends, and mm-hmm. Jonathan held David accountable. And I think my name speaks to momentum, to motivation, to all kinds of things. Like these brothers here, they're like literally my brothers. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I try to put my name. And so stage name is just Jonathan.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, Truth Nation, look, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to hold you because, Jonathan, I'm sure you perform many times. You know, you do this. But I want to, Truth Nation, I need y'all to stop what you're doing. I need y'all to open up your ears right now. Mm. We got some art in the building. We got an artist in the building. Jonathan, do you fit to go a cappella or do you know?
Yeah, I got a cappella for you. Actually, I'll sing a verse of my new single. It says, I'm laying down at your feet again, every crown and every hidden sin. Lord, you see the depths that no one else can see, but still you call and you cover me, so you can have all of me. My life is yours. You can have all of me. My life is yours. You can't have all of me. My life completely yours.
Oh, wow.
Boy!
Hey. And you was just getting warmed up.
That's light work.
That's light. Okay, I mean,
don't let him get
and I'll say this. It's so much talent in this room. We even had one of the players from last year. He's in college now. He's out in the Third Street Market Hall.
Yeah.
You know, so y'all just surrounded by talent.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. This is a blessing. And when I talk about young men nowadays, and a lot of people say, okay, you know, what to do. No, it's not rocket science.
It's not.
You got to just be able to be consistent and be what you want them to be. Be an example of what you want, and they'll fall in line. Yeah, we got distractions. Yeah, we got people out here acting crazy in the streets. But there are young people out here that want guidance, that want to be told exactly what to do so it can better their future. And this is an example of what that looks like.
Yes.
Everybody may not accept it, but the ones that do, it is there.
Yep.
You got anything else for us, Jonathan?
Yes. So I want everybody to, of course, come to the concert. There will be a supply giveaway because I understand like school starts around that time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be like coming back from college, taking a break from college as well because that'll be in August. Or before I go to college, actually. And I want everybody to come, bring your kids because there's going to be supplies and things because I want to give back to my community as well.
That's what's up.
And for the last thing, I want to thank Trey and Miss Williamson. They're a big part of my, they're a big part of my career, my ministry, putting me in places and giving me advice, giving me just words of momentum. His wife, Miss Latisse, my mentor, she runs a mentoring company, Changing Hands, and that helped me a lot too. And so that encouraged me to keep going, keep moving, and make sure the people around me are encouraged to do not necessarily things that I'm doing, but do things that are for the glory of God. Do things that will benefit you in the future, doing things that will take you further in life. So, yes.
I like that.
I got a question for Jonathan. I know that you got accepted over 10 colleges. You said college, so I was wondering
where you was going.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure
Have
yet.
you made
Hold on,
your
you got
decision?
accepted into over 10 colleges?
Yeah, that's a few.
And you still trying to decide where you want to go?
I want to say like 5 of them like HBCUs.
Yeah. I've gotten accepted to Clark University, North Park University, that's in Chicago, Virginia State University, Stillman College, Wiley College,
Lawson.
It's a lot.
They want you to get the vocals, to bring the vocals.
They got good psychology programs because that's what I'm going for. I want to be a licensed therapist. And so they got good. And I like Atlanta. Like, I love Atlanta. I go every year for ministry assignments, but I like the environment because it's a lot of us there. But sorry, but
go right ahead.
But yes, they got a lot of psychology programs, and I'm going for psychology because I believe so many of us young people and so many believers, you see us committing suicide or going through depression or going through anxiety because they don't have guidance psychologically. And some people don't realize that spirituality is so psychological, we don't understand it. And so I want to be that pillar in the marketplace just to show people that you have a way out mentally and spiritually. So.
All right. We're going to have to get one more off of you before we let you go.
You better.
I usually go 3.
That's powerful.
When it's powerful, I go 3. But if I can squeeze another one out of you, that'll be amazing. Jonathan.
Sure. Okay, I can sing this. I can sing what I sung last year. Your grace and mercy brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. Lord, I want to thank you and praise you too, 'cause it was your grace and mercy that brought me through.
All right. Hey, I'm telling you, we got to come back next year.
Of course. We got to continue this because I know these boys next year, I know they're going to show out.
Well, give us any information that we need to know. How people can get involved with Carter's Academy? How can we continue to support what's going on?
I'm sorry to cut y'all off.
Do it.
I ain't getting no props to Coach Bell. I want to give my props up to my big brother, who's the assistant coach. He also helped too. I never said
Coach
that,
Bell.
so.
Coach Bell is, and you know, we appreciate Coach Bell because, like I said, he came in and let the he kind of you could tell like he just wanted the kids and the things to be said over the air, but he could have got in the front like it said whatever, but I think that he's a major support because I tell you this, I could just tell by his presence and how the kids are around him, they respect him, they have a lot of love for him. And they respect his mentorship and leadership as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's powerful, Mr. Bell. You can say a few words if you want to.
I'm just proud.
Speaking straight into the game.
There we go. I'm just proud of them. I know what they've been through, what they're going through. The game plan is just to stay focused and keep going.
Well, I guess from the sounds of it, I'm going to see y'all next year.
Yes, sir. For sure. For sure.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, I'm going to give you the last words, Ms. Williams. Dean Williams.
Oh, yes, sir. As our program continues to grow, we are asking community for support. If you would like to partner with us, we are currently seeking sponsorship, exposure opportunities, new jerseys, warm-ups, and transportation assistance for our athletes as they continue competing at nationals. If you would like to do that, you can ask for myself, Ms. Williamson, or Ms. Hall, or Coach Davenport at 414-466-3284. Again, if you would like to donate or anything like that towards, supporting these boys. I mean, graduation is coming up. We can do a trunk, what do you call it?
A care trunk.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. To send them off to college, the gift package. Let's continue. Let's show these boys that the community do have their back also. Especially when they go off to college. Again, if you would like to donate, contact myself, Ms. Williamson, Coach Davenport, or Ms. Hall at 414-466-3284. Okay.
All right, Truth Nation. When we come back, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Advocate, Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voiceless. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom. And you know he gotta go to war when he sees demons. He been in them cold nights when he had to learn to hold tight. When the pain from the bottom was too much to bear, he was there to get you through the storm. And the advocate, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe.
Still think you're gonna use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink in the garage or down in the basement? Probably not. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. Take hazardous waste to MMSD home hazmat drop-off centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. For hours, locations, and a full list of what you can bring, check out MMSD.com. Let's clean Milwaukee up. Powerful, powerful. Hey, look, amazing conversation that we had today with these young men, with these young people. Also, we had an update on the rental scam that was going on. Salute to Miss Morgan for fighting for not only her family, but other families that are coming forward saying that they've been scammed out of thousands of dollars. But before we get out of here today, there's a new virus that everybody's been talking about. There was a cruise ship that they had to quarantine because of an outbreak. A lot of people saying, hey, this might be the beginning of another pandemic. I don't know. They saying that some of the people that got off the cruise ship actually made it back to the United States, and they've been contacted and they have to quarantine. But if you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video and audio on this. Let's listen.
This morning, the cruise ship at the center of the Hantavirus outbreak is back on the move, heading towards the Canary Islands, sparking a global race to stop the virus spreading further, with contact tracing now underway in multiple countries. People who left the ship are being treated for the disease in Switzerland, South Africa, and the Netherlands. Dutch authorities also announcing this morning that a flight attendant has been admitted to the hospital with possible symptoms. She was on the same flight as one of the cruise passengers with Hantavirus. That patient was removed from the plane before takeoff and later died, according to Dutch media.
This is not the next COVID, but it is a serious infectious disease.
While in the U.S., authorities in Georgia, Arizona, and California confirm they're monitoring residents who were on board the ship and have since returned home, so far saying they are not showing symptoms of the virus. 3 people were evacuated from the luxury cruise ship yesterday, flown by special air ambulances from Cape Verde, and 3 passengers have died so far. This was the moment the captain announced the first death back on April 12th.
This is my sad duty to inform you that one of our passengers sadly passed away last night.
Going on to say the ship was safe. The cruise company responding, at the time of the announcement, no evidence of a virus or contagion was present on the vessel. But the passenger who shot the video tells us something seemed off.
It turns out we were not well informed.
Investigators now hunting for the source of the outbreak. The leading theory, a Dutch couple on the ship who later died contracted the virus while on a bird-watching trip in Argentina's southernmost city. 2 Argentine officials telling the Associated Press they visited this landfill where they may have been exposed to rodents, catching the rare Andes strain of the virus, which can be transmitted from human to human, causing the outbreak on the ship and triggering alarm worldwide.
All right. This Hantavirus, Andrew, are you worried?
I was asking our friends around the office. Nobody else seems super worried because you'd have to be around like rodents to pick it up. Me personally, I think it's just.
Was it always there? I mean, come on now. It's rodents all over the hood. So what I'm saying is, what is this? Like, you got to be around rodents to get this, right?
You remember that Gene Hackman actor that died a couple years ago, earlier this year? He was like an older guy in his home. Yeah, he had the same virus.
Hunters.
Yeah.
Okay, so why all of a sudden is quarantine, people are dying, or is that the media kind of highlighting when they get in the mainstream media, they report on this and it makes it seem like it's bigger than what it is?
I think it's a problem. I don't think it's a big enough problem for me to be locked in my house.
Well, all I'm going to tell you is this. A lot of people are seeing every year round, when it comes into the summer, we get the bird flu. We kind of get Corona kind of came in. Now, all of a sudden, we're hearing about this Hantavirus. I've never heard of it until I started seeing these news reports of this. If I started seeing people start making a vaccine for this, I'm gonna raise an eyebrow. So you think it's just nothing to be worried about?
My panic level right now is still very much in the green. I'm not worried.
Okay, not now.
My thing about cruises, too, is a petri dish, right? So, like, if you go on a cruise, you're kind of signing up for something like this. A Dutch couple that goes into a landfill in Argentina, it sounds like a bad joke.
So
also, it's always the Dutch.
So one of them got bit by a rodent or something?
Sounds like it. And bit the dust.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Okay, also, I want to talk about Milwaukee Public School staff says confusion remains after superintendent reduces hours. It is coming toward the end of school, so. But we got some video on this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
I love what I do. I love helping people. I went into this field to help people. So that's why I stay.
Kathy Robinson and Sherry Jones have spent the last 3 decades working as children's health assistants, or CHAs, for Milwaukee Public Schools, a role they say is critical.
I am a handicap assistant. I take care of children that's disabled that can't take care of themselves. We take care of kids during graduations when their parents can't give. Clothes has been bought. We have given kids total baths, showers, buying clothes, supplying Pampers every day.
In March, hundreds of CHAs and paraprofessionals were sent letters from their principals stating hours for the next school year would be cut by 25%. Employees, a majority of whom are Black and brown women, with the lowest paid wages in the district, often working multiple jobs just to get by.
I barely have time for my own family. And if they cut the hours, then that means I'm going to have to go full-time somewhere else and try to still work the part-time hours here. It's a slap in the face.
Having to navigate what's essentially a 25% wage cut, very upsetting. And then on top of that, kind of the moral indignity of, saying basically, your job doesn't matter.
With an already looming deficit of $46 million for next year and positions already slashed, MPS staff and the Milwaukee Teachers Education Association petitioned for change, showing up to board meetings and rallying outside of central office.
This budgeting process has been chaotic. In this case, tremendous pressure from workers as well as from the community that caused the superintendent to reverse that position.
That public outcry caused Superintendent Brenda Caselius to reverse course, reinstating para and CHA hours a month later. So I went to ask why.
I think that we can improve upon that to lessen the anxiety with our employees. However, I think it's also really important that we give employees notice so that they can plan and have time to plan if in fact it did become a reality and we did not have the funding. But fortunately, we do have the funding, and fortunately, we can end this anxiety for them.
All right, well, it's a tug of war. You got a deficit. This is why when you inherit a bad budget, somebody gonna be upset. When you got to make cuts, it is what it is. It's a business. MPS is a business. I can see the business side of it. If you hand me a bad budget, I'm coming in to be the grim reaper a little bit. You know, I'm finna cut. I gotta cut spending. I gotta cut costs. I gotta cut positions. Caselius ain't in the. You know, she got a nice fat salary. You know, to do this, but at the end of the day, this is what comes with the business to make the cuts. And you sometimes when you are in the red, you got to make tough decisions. And sometimes it's not going to be in everybody's favor. I know this, and like I said, I can say a lot, but I'll say this. That's a tough position that she's in, and I'm not going to push back on her when it comes to her trying to balance the budget, because a lot of people would have kicked this can down the road. A lot of these people would have just let it, would it really even address some of these tough issues to get things back on track. So I'm not going to give her any pushback on what she has to do or what she thinks she has to do to straighten out the budget, because she wasn't around when it happened. She just kind of came into it. So let's get this out the way so we can see what we got to move forward. That's my opinion on that. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, I want to talk about the police flock cameras. You know we got a lot of controversy over these flock cameras. We're going to talk about something new that's going on right now when we get back with the flock cameras, these police flock cameras. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join March for Babies to improve the health of families. The U.S. is among the most dangerous nations for childbirth. With your help, we can tackle America's maternal and infant health crisis. Join us in Milwaukee on May 16th at 9 a.m. at Greenfield Park in West Dallas for this powerful community event. Connect with families, friends, and coworkers while raising critical funds. Every step counts. Sign up today at marchforbabies.org.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a united way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
$70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Daily Provisions is pioneering a fresh segment in the restaurant space, fine casual dining. It has a chef-driven elevated menu, but without the dress code or prices normally associated with fine dining. Chip Wade is CEO of the restaurant's parent company, Union Square Hospitality Group, and spoke to Bloomberg about his plans to grow Daily Provisions.
We're very excited about Daily Provisions. 12 cafes today. We'll open 3 this year, including 2 in Boston, and we're going to build out in the D.C. market. We're growing at a modest pace, and we're growing where it makes sense from a human resources, from a tech, and from an operations perspective.
Chip Wade on Bloomberg. He's one of the few black CEOs working in the high-end restaurant industry. His company also operates Gramercy Tavern, Union Square Cafe, and more. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is your True Sports Update. I'm Andrew Zimmel. The Brewers are ready for a 6-game homestand starting tonight against the Yankees at American Family Field. General Manager Matt Arnold.
There are a lot of people interested this weekend because, the Yankees don't come into town very often, and they're a really good team. And honestly, if you can't make it out this weekend, the Padres are coming in, and they're going to be a tough team the rest of the way, too. And they're going to be here, next week as well. So it's going to be a fun homestand for the Brewers.
Also in tonight's game, CeCe Sabathia and David Parker will be inducted into the Brewers Wall of Honor. They'll both be recognized on field with special pregame video and ceremonial first pitch. Jacob Mizraowski takes the mound for the game 1 of the series. 6:40 first pitch. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. After officially introducing Taylor Jenkins as their new head coach, the Bucks are now turning their attention to the NBA draft. Draft lottery is this Sunday. ESPN says the Bucks have a 3% chance of the top overall pick. For your True Sports Update, I'm Andrew Zimmel.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
And I never met a queen like you before. And the way you move, yeah, you let me know. All the other girls, they was never close. I never met a queen like you before.
Yeah, classy, real thick, brown skin, college educated, independent. Nope, and I don't need nobody help. I be on my grind, I can get it by myself. Hey, living life, yeah, I keep it classy. Confidence high, can't nobody pass me. Hey, rocking designer with the heels. When I walk by, giving everybody chills.
Oh, and you let me know that I never met a queen like you before. Yeah, and you let me know that I never met a queen like you before. And the way you move, yeah, you let me know. All the other girls, they was never close. I never met a queen like you.
I got a crush. Wait a minute, let me vent. I'm liking
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Still think you're going to use those old chemicals sitting around under the sink, in the garbage, in the garage, or down in the basement? Probably not, so let's get rid of those things. Take hazardous waste to MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to Milwaukee County residents. Plus, there are 3 locations open year-round. For hours, locations, and a full list of things you can bring, check out MMSD.com. Let's keep Milwaukee clean. Salute to MMSD for all the work that they're doing. But I want to talk about these flock cameras because ever since the police officer was spying on his girlfriend, and we already knew that they was going to misuse the flock cameras. Before the police officer, when they even said they was using flock cameras, I already knew that somebody was going to do something shiesty. Well, something shiesty happened. He was trying to check on his old thing. He wanted his old thing back, and she was trying to move on. He was trying to spy on her with the flock camera, and I guess now there's a debate over the use, and I guess there's a new framework. I guess they trying to put together. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
Well, here's the thing, you guys. The Fire and Police Commission is asking for communication from the Milwaukee Police Department about the usage of the automated license plate readers. Now, MPD officials laid down the current framework that's in place, but let me just tell you guys that folks that were present let their opposition very well known. Now, during the meeting, the concerns, conversation, and recent outages sparked by a now former MPD officer accused of using the system to track his partner and the person's ex more than 150 times over several months. Now, during the public comments, community members voiced concerns about abuse of the system and who can access it. Now, during MPD's turn, many shook their heads while they listened to the new framework from officials, which includes limitations on who has access to it. They said roughly 370 had access to Flock before, but now just a little over 100 do. And supervisors will be watching out for red flags in use. Now, they also talked about disciplinary action for members abusing it and signing an agreement that requires those with access to follow and ensuring that they are using it appropriately.
What this user agreement sets forth is that the purpose will be for legitimate law enforcement purpose, that whenever there's a query made that it will have an accurate CAT or case number, that the system can be revoked from the member's access at any time for any reason.
I'm glad that they're adding more robust audit processes, but what I'm concerned about is how our current federal government can access this.
All right, here we go. All right, I'll say this. If you on a Brady list, you shouldn't be able to get access to the cameras because you can't even testify in court. If you got incidents in the community, questionable complaints against you, you shouldn't even be able to even use these things because you already showed that you can do some corrupt things. Like it's things that they should have had in place in the first place, But like I said, I mean, they should have definitely. If you've been out here with questionable misconduct complaints and things like that, what you think they're gonna do when they get behind the camera? They already doing all that. They already went out here and did a little extra. So what you think they're gonna do when they get around the flock cameras? So they went from a couple hundred to 100 and something. They reduced it to 100 and something. And I hope that these officers got squeaky clean records. I hope that the officers that got access, they are not as problematic as some other officers. Maybe these are the good officers y'all be talking about. Maybe y'all always talk about the good cops. Every time we talk about the police, they be like, well, there's some good cops. Maybe that's them. Maybe these are the 100 that got access to the flock cameras now. The quote-unquote good cops that y'all always bring up in conversation. Hopefully, Andrew. Hopefully that's the case. We try here. I'm trying to see the bright side to this because it's going to happen.
This is like
somebody got to have access to the cameras because it's in the police station.
You're looking at an empty glass and going, well, it could be half full. Nah.
Okay, there's some good cops in there. Maybe they got access to the flock camera. Maybe all the cops that's doing good, honest, clean police work got access to the camera.
You got 3 dudes working too hard, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Need to get paid overtime.
I can't give up on everybody, but there's some brothers in there I know personally that do good work. So they, and they over the years we've done things and talked about certain things. So, like I said, they just came into a system that already had a problem.
Salute to them.
They already came into the system that already had trust issues. I'm just saying. I mean, hopefully they got it right this time. Let's see. We're going to see. If something else happened, I don't know what to say. If another complaint come out about the misuse of flight cameras, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go, and I'm way on the side of, when we talk about all the things that go on with the police, and then they be like, what about the good cops? All the cops ain't bad. Maybe the ones that they was talking about is the ones watching the flock camera right now.
So let me ask you, if there's another issue with these flock cameras in the next 6 months, are you going to be out on flock cameras?
Now I'm going to change the whole conversation up, right? I'm gonna have to go in. I'm gonna have to go in on them because then that means it ain't no good cops left then. Somebody in there trying to do some good police work. You can't say everybody, but what I'm saying is I hope these are the ones that got access to the camera. Hopefully. And good faith. I'm trying to have good faith right now.
That's for Sunday's story. Friday afternoon.
It's Friday. I'm trying to get out of here. I ain't trying to blow up no departments or nothing. All I'm saying is, okay, maybe they got it. Maybe they had to make a few authorizations and say, okay, y'all good cops, y'all got a squeaky clean record. Y'all can have access to the camera.
You act like the cameras are Pizza Party Friday. Like, oh, you guys had a good week at school. Here's Pizza Party Friday. Not, the invasion of all of our privacy.
I want to say also before we get out of here, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And I see in the chat, Not Really a City Girl says, busy day. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all you lovely, beautiful, selfless, hardworking mothers. Enjoy yourself. It's Mother's Day weekend. It's your weekend, mothers. I need y'all to get out here and have a good time. Being a mother is stressful. Y'all got to manage. Y'all be managing. And, I'm talking about the ones that know, the duties, mothers, they got a lot of, things they got to do, But like I said, we love you. And we thank you, all the mothers out there. I don't want to go a whole show because this is Mother's Day weekend. We got to, to all the mothers out there. And before we end the show, if you want to call in and send a salute to your mother, Happy Mother's Day to your mother. 833-212-1017. Let's get some quick shout-outs in the last segment. So we're going to be taking, just Happy Mother's Day. I love you. If you want to throw that out there on the air, you can. 833-212-1017. When we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversation and hopefully some Happy Mother's Day shout-outs. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's the 32nd annual Home Blow birthday party for the kids on Saturday, June 27th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. for kids ages 2 to 13 years old at the Fitzsimmons Boys and Girls Club in Metcalf School. Admission is absolutely free. Shout out to our presenting sponsor, Beta Philanthropies, Inc., and platinum sponsors, the Office of Early Childhood Initiative, Mighty Small Moments, the Brewers Community Foundation, Spectrum, and Westcare. If you'd like to be a sponsor for this year's party, email the Homer Blow Foundation at gmail.com or call 414-248-4954.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven the Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got the recap on this Friday. Andrew, give us the recap. Let's run down the recap on the show today.
All right, let's start off. We started things off with a bang, Tory. Hour number one, Los Angeles mother ends up kicking a kid during a youth football game.
Terrible.
We were talking about, man, what are the Packers looking for? Are they looking for a kicker now?
She missed the draft.
Yeah, they missed the draft. She looked like she'd be a linebacker.
Hey, let me tell you something. The way she kicked that kid, she was trying to punt him.
Yeah, what's going on?
She's trying to punt him over into the, to the crowd, into the stands.
She thought she was Charlie Brown.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. When I see this, it's just disgusting. And I want to send out a message to all the parents out there. Let's understand that when the kids are playing and playing football, I remember I hit a kid so hard one time, his mama took him out, stopped him from playing football. She didn't want her son to be hit like that. But that's a part of the game. You can't lose control and run out there on the field. And I see more and more parents losing control. Every year it gets weaker and weaker, the parents and their control at the games. You see, this. I never thought I would see a footage where a mother would come out and just attack a child on the football field.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think to myself, Tory, if you were on that field and a mother came and kicked you in the chest, what would you do at 12?
No, I wasn't nothing to play with.
No,
you'd have came out there on the field and I would have tackled you. I would have popped you. Hey, look, let me tell you. Once I put on the pads, we wasn't friends.
No,
we wasn't no buddies.
In the white lines, it's over.
Yeah, it was go time. I wouldn't have been the one that got kicked. You would have came running toward me. I would have popped you.
Oh yeah. Right underneath the chin.
I would have hit you full pass. Everything.
Pop Culture Report, intern Thad's final day as an intern, joined us one last time to talk about Kodak Black being a bad role model for the youth. Tory gets arrested on drug charges. And we went back and forth about what does the youth look like or look for in a role model now.
Well, I'll say this. We got to stop looking for celebrities to be role models. Because what we see from them is just marketed to us for sales. It's marketing and sales. And if you got a contract, they're going to market and sell you because they're selling a product. Basically, these celebrities are products, and they're just trying to sell the product. But we see on the back end every time that they're making poor decisions, behavior that, you don't want your kids to be involved in, drug-related, sometimes talking about violence toward others, So like I said, we got to make sure that we're teaching our kids to not look at that as something to model yourself after.
I think the other big deal of that story, they use social media to put a lot of the pieces together to build a case against Kodak Black.
Well, that's another thing. Do you want to criminalize yourself by posting things on social media that may put you in jail in an investigation? But right now, I think people put everything on social media now. And people think that you can't use that against you. Well, a lot of times when you film yourself going live, location, items that are around you, rings, jewelry, let that come up being stolen. That's evidence. Let that come up in a crime report. That's evidence against you. Location, you trying to say you weren't at a certain place at a certain time. They go on Facebook. They know exactly where you at.
Yeah, no, that's one of the first conversations we had when I started producing your show, Tory, was dumb criminals, people who continue to post themselves on social media. And we just had one this week, too, with the lady who posted herself in Maryland talking about robbing a grocery store, a convenience store. Crazy.
Sometimes people want attention so bad that they'll send themselves to jail.
Speaking of jail, we got into it as well in that Public Culture Report with Luigi Mangione, $1.5 million raised. We talked about what is the largest item you can purchase while in federal prison.
I guess what you said, $400. The most you can get in the canteen is $400.
About $400, yeah.
So does it pile up? Does it reset? Or the most you can have is $400, and you can't go over $400.
You can't go over $400 in the months of November or December. $360 for the rest of the year.
So let's say I spent. So you got to spend it to get more money.
Yeah. You get maxed out at $360, which I guess kind of makes sense because you don't want somebody having thousands of dollars on the books.
They'll run to jail.
Yeah.
Everybody get a honey bun.
A lot of toothpicks.
Everybody get a honey bun. Everybody get tea. Everybody get cigarettes.
Well, I'll tell you, the story about Luigi getting $1.5 million, if I'm in the same jail as him, I think he's in Rikers right now. If I'm in that area, why am I paying for anything? You got the money. You're good.
I mean, first thing I'm going to get is a mattress and a pillow. You ever slept on the jail bed?
No.
Okay, so you ain't never been to jail.
I've not.
Okay, so I
have.
It's hard to sleep on them. I mean, you could get used to sleeping on it because your body will probably make some adjustments. But if I got a full canteen at $400, $360, I'm gonna try to get a mattress. The first thing I'm gonna get is a mattress and a fluffy pillow.
Hey, there you go.
And there's maybe some blankets.
It sounds like Tory Lowe just wants to sleep.
Yeah, I'm trying to sleep now. Hopefully, I get a room to myself. And I don't get somebody that's in there trying to mess with me every time, then I got to, fight for my life.
You telling me you don't want Bubba in the same cell with you?
Now, let me tell you something. If me and Bubba was ever in the same cell, ain't nobody going to sleep.
Well, somebody who should be in a cell right now is the rental scammers with Miss Morgan.
Here we go.
We got into it in hour number 2. We got an update on the rental scam, and she brought her children with her as well.
Right.
It's Mother Day, I tell you, Tory, it really tugged on my heartstrings.
Well, the thing is, she brought her babies in here because they are displaced. And salute to Truth Nation. They asked for some of her information, and she gave out a lot of her information. If you want to reach her and things like that, she don't have a GoFundMe, but she's going to make a GoFundMe. But she gave out her Cash App. But I'll say this, when she has done the research and went after those that have scammed her, got a letter from the police department. We're going to present this case to the DA. The girl that she's talking about already has an appointment for a previous charge, and the officer said that they were going to make sure that the DA pressed new charges on the fraud and arrest her for that at a court appointment, but that never happened. She called me live from the courthouse watching. She saw her walk in the courtroom today and walk out without being arrested.
So we had callers calling in during that interview, Tory, asking, could she get a lawyer? Now, you're an advocate. You know the background of this whole story. If she got a lawyer, do you think this would expedite the process, put a little bit more pressure on the police?
No. police do what they want. I mean, lawyers only work in court. Lawyers only work in court. A lot of people got this idea that lawyers have this magic power. Now they can represent you once you get to court. That's where lawyers work. But in between that time and what the police do and all of the messy things and the lazy work that go on in between, lawyers can only wait to the court date to come in and represent you. Then they'll set it out for like another 3 months. And then, so the lawyer is only effective on your behalf in the courtroom.
Yeah, there's no magic wand.
Yeah. The lawyers can't just go, I am a lawyer. Y'all need to act right. That ain't how a lawyer works. But a lawyer will represent you when you get your day in court. And sometimes it takes a while to get that day in court where they can get a judgment in your favor. But like I said, you need a good lawyer to go through that process with you. But as far as what's going on with what they're doing, a lawyer ain't going to be able to do too much with it.
Coming off a three-peat, Carter Christian Academy joins the Tory Lowe Show, talks about the success that they've had, talks about the success that they're going to continue to have. Man, how great was it to talk about the colleges that those young men were going to, Tory?
Hey, look, that's powerful. I've been following Carter's Christian Academy for 3 years now, and I watched some of these young men grow up. A salute to the coaches, salute to Dean Williamson, salute to Coach Bill, Coach Trey, and the whole thing to see these young boys grow up with all of the things that's going on in the city of Milwaukee. It was beautiful to see that they were able to continue to thrive for greatness. That's powerful.
And finally, shout out to mothers. Mother's Day this Sunday, Tory.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for all the work that you're doing. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and you are loved. I hope y'all have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that joined the show, that called in this week. Salute to everybody that listened to the Tory Lowe Show this week. We appreciate you, and we thank you. Look, go out and show the mothers a great time. If y'all got a mother in your life, call her, tell her you love her, smother her with all the love and affection. Hey, look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next, have a fun, safe weekend.